Hi, I'm Alex,
And I'm Nick,
and this is the Gone Fishing Podcast.
the #1 podcast.
Not about fishing.
Enjoy. The Bunker Buster.
Bunker Buster!
Hey.
Bunker Buster Bros. Bunking your
Bunker
buster
Buster, bro.
since 91.
Such a weird name. I always thought the names that they create for these different missions they go on.
Yeah. Midnight Hammer.
Midnight Hammer.
Sounds like me, my wife at midnight, I'm going to start saying that. Hey, you
Like-
want to do the Midnight Hammer?
You would think they would just auto-generate a name, but like how much time do they spend trying to come up with these names?
Dude, yeah, the government comes up with some weird shit. We used to have an operation called Operation Javelina Thunder.
Yeah.
Javelina, like a wild boar, wild pig.
That's what they're called.
Javelinas. Yeah.
Javelinas.
Yeah, Operation Javelina Thunder was our one.
It's weird.
Yeah. I thought it was weird.
There's like a team that's committed to doing that or something.
Yeah, like names. They sit there in a think tank. A whole bunch of overpaid executives. We gotta come up with a cool name.
Yeah.
The mother of all bombs.
I mean, if we're gonna drop a bomb, we might as well
Be cool
be cool.
while doing it.
Or like Operation Paperclip,
Yeah.
Operation fucking Bluebird, or something like that.
Yeah.
Blue balls. I don't know.
What was the one for acid they did, the CIA used? The CIA used. Something they did in the 70s.
MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. Really? What's that?
Like name it. Like that's a name that conspiracy theorists are like, yep, that's happening.
Yeah?
Like that's you give them
Give
the
them an inch,
easy.
they'll take a mile.
Yeah.
Trust me, I
Fucking
know
A.
how to do a thing about an inch.
I know about an inch, and let me tell you, that thing will go the mile. That'll go to the distance.
It'll go about a mile in about as fast as a Corvette will go. My inch.
0 to 60,
Yeah, probably.
I like
Pump
it.
chump.
right? You had a good question though. You were
Yeah.
like about the whole. How did we figure out
Gasoline.
to get oil out of the
Refine
ground? And what is it like? Do you have any idea about the refining process? Like, what do they do to refine
No.
oil?
So here I just have, I Googled it real quick, right? It was accidentally found as a waste byproduct of petroleum refining to obtain kerosene for lighting in 1861.
Okay. How did you get kerosene? How did you come up with kerosene?
Kerosene. And how do you think, let me dig a hole in the ground,
Right.
get oil to come out? Like, someone's got to be telling us this stuff. Same thing with flying planes. I'm going to fucking build a thing bigger than a fucking house. I'm going to fly in the air
Yeah.
and drop a bomb on it, on a nuke facility.
But once we learned how to fly, it was like
Game over.
airplane technology
Took off.
took off.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, there's no really big development since then of flying.
No, we've
It's all using the same type of propulsion, like jets, obviously, right? And propellers, but
yeah.
there's nothing faster than that. Nothing else we're using, like gravity or allegedly. Or any other. It's got to have some kind of propulsion,
It's weird.
the fuel.
Like there's no. Please call me out if I'm wrong, like in the comments or whatever. But it feels as though technology is increasing. It's getting better and stuff. But like we've ultimately.
We plateaued.
We plateaued.
Civilization, for sure.
Like, where's the microwave? Like, what we're doing is we're
The
taking
microwave. Pronounce it correct, okay?
we're just taking technology and we're just putting it into other technology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like the
that's- we're
iPhone
not-
was probably the biggest development. Taking something that was a computer. Well, I guess you take a computer, make it into a laptop.
Yeah.
And then you start putting them into phones and iPods.
Yeah.
But nothing else has come up of this yet. Yeah, you got your Ray-Bans, the Google Ray-Bans or the AI Ray-Bans.
we're just putting cameras in.
little things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
Next
it-
is going to be the foreskin cam. Live,
Right.
the foreskin cam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pornhub.
It's Yeah. I
where we
don't
going?
know. I don't know. We're kind of slowing down. Like.
Yeah, I
what's-
can't think
what's
of
the-
anything that's been major. VR for gaming, but that's
Yeah. AI.
yeah.
And that's cool. Like AI is going to be like a big deal. I don't want to downplay it, but AI is like
I'm staying out of it.
the newest thing. You can't. Just
Yeah,
wait.
Yeah.
Just wait till you show up to work one day and they're like, Al, we got an AI training for you.
I think I'm safe.
Do you?
Yeah. For the most part.
It's just AI could be implemented. AI can do so many things. you
I
know?
use AI, like it's called Copilot.
That's Microsoft.
Microsoft's.
Yeah.
You use it to write emails or other stuff. Like if you want to put a training program together, you just type in what you want and
Mm-hmm.
puts out exactly what you need.
That's great.
Yeah. So I guess I'm using it.
It's good for like menial tasks,
Yeah.
But you definitely wonder where it goes. Like this fella I was talking to yesterday, we were talking about what the impact of AI is going to be on our critical thinking.
Big.
Huge.
Huge.
I think MIT released like a study that kind
Yeah.
of talked about that. I didn't read it, but why would I?
Yeah, just read the headlines. That's what I do.
Yeah. But no, these are real things to think about. But this is probably, just on a different scale of like when the calculator first came out. You didn't have
Yeah.
to fucking write out your equations.
Yeah.
For certain things.
And people are like, oh, we're going to dumb our youth by having calculators.
Yeah.
Remember that your teachers used to say, well, do you think you have a calculator in your pocket your whole life?
Yep.
Well, I got something way better.
Right.
Joke's on you, Mrs. Monfiletto.
Right. Yeah.
Or a dictionary or, everything.
Or the world.
Yeah.
You just have the news right here.
Right there.
Dude, I've been struggling with it lately. Like, I've been on this thing too much. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is grab my phone.
Me too.
And
But I use my alarm for that. So maybe I should get an alarm clock because I don't do that.
that's what they say. I looked up like how to fix this, and they're like, charge your phone outside of the room, get a real alarm clock, delete apps that are distracting, or use apps that help like limit the amount of time you can use
Oh, yeah.
certain apps.
What's your do you get a report how much screen time you have a week on that thing?
I could probably get a
'Cause
notification
iPhone
for
does
it.
that for you.
It'll just come up and be
Yeah.
like, hey, you're an asshole. You've been using your phone too
I
much.
average about 3 hours a day.
Which is that like? Do you think that's a lot?
From what I see, no, some people are like 8 to 9.
Wow. Let me see. I bet you mine is worse, dude. I really.
There's got to be a way. Android's got to have that.
Yeah.
I'm an
I think
Apple
you just-
guy.
I think you just have to look.
People
it
don't
up.
know.
Screen time.
Might be in your settings.
Yeah.
I used to use my phone a lot more, depending on what kind of job I have. This job, I just don't have time.
Oh, you can set limits for your apps. You can set daily limits for most apps. When the app limit ends, the app is paused for the rest of the day. Well, that's pretty cool.
That's nice.
Screen time about 2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
It seems bad. Like the impulse of how many times I look at my phone.
I must use mine a lot more. Well, I listen to music. Does that count as screen time? Does it think, hey, I'm looking at that app the whole time? So
I think
half
it's-
hour drive to work. Well, 40-minute drive one
I think
way.
it's looking at your actual physical screen,
Okay.
to be honest. But yeah, but I mean, like that's probably like we look at that and we're like, oh, it's only a couple hours. But
But imagine how much more you can get done.
yeah,
If you have
dude.
those 3 hours back.
Yeah,
I could finish my basement by now.
yeah. It's almost just like replacing the impulse to grab your phone. Maybe instead of grabbing my phone in the morning,
Grab like a cigarette.
grab a DC.
We're going backwards.
Grab a DC.
No one's smoking anymore.
Go
and now
for the beer.
smoking's increased.
No, but like maybe I'll just go for a book.
Yeah.
Or so I got my Kindle. It always stays one size no matter how big the book is.
Sounds like me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Kindle. Yes. The problem is I read on this too, though.
Don't
so
do
that's
it.
an hour.
I'm getting you for your birthday
A Kindle.
a Kindle.
I can get myself one.
Yeah, but it'd be a nice little gift,
It would
right?
be nice. Yeah.
Is that
How
like,
much are they?
dude? They're so cheap. I mean, you could probably get one for like less than $100, and you can store a ton of books on there. You could buy books from. I just bought a book the other night for 99 cents. Good deal.
I use the app though, Libby.
Don't do it.
Why not? You can put it on Kindle though.
Oh, you just like move it over.
Yeah, I don't know how, It says, do you want to use Kindle or do you want to use the Libby app?
Oh,
You
so
wanna
if
read the
you
book.
basically what you could do is whenever you get a book on Libby, you
could-
can have it connected to your Kindle
Should be
account.
able to do it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's
I'm too cheap to buy books.
yeah, no. But like, dude, 99 cents. Sometimes they got deals.
Yeah, free.
99 cents. Free. Sometimes they're free. You can get Kindle Unlimited. Pay like $10 a month, get unlimited books.
Look what book I just got, though. Dave Ramsey's Build a Business You Love.
There you go.
Yeah, he just released it, and it was available to loan out.
Build a bit. I'm not into the self-help books currently. Like books like that.
Yeah, I go in stages.
I'm doing like sci-fi right now.
Sci-fi? Okay, I'm really into Westerns. Or the Jack Reacher series. It's pretty good.
Jack Reacher. Is your phone cracked?
No, the
Just
screen
the screen?
protector. Yeah.
Sorry, I noticed that. I'm like, that's a fairly new phone you got there.
No, it's got in 2023.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been that long?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, like May of 2023.
You gotta get a new one, dude.
No. I'm still paying this off. No.
Yeah, dude.
I probably won't ever get an iPhone again. I'd probably just go to the cheapest, like, Samsung one. Like,
You think so? Yeah. You're switching?
once this goes, I'll see, or maybe just keep a work phone, keep this, and get rid of this line. Just use my work phone for phone calls and whatnot. And then when I'm on Wi-Fi, I still can use this without having a plan on it.
Not a bad idea,
Yeah.
honestly.
Save
That way you
me-
can still watch your
Save me $40 a month.
you can still watch your dirty videos.
No, whatever,
No?
whatever.
Oh, you just wink at me?
I can't.
Oh, I can't.
I said Botox.
I just said Botox.
in my penis. You were talking about that earlier too. Botox. Is it possible to Botox your penis?
Yeah.
And it is, but it's
Yeah.
not for what you think. It's help you erectile dysfunction, not for size.
No, it says it can it can.
Well, flaccid.
Yeah, like what's
Well,
that?
soft.
Like, would you? All right, let's take a poll.
Yeah.
If you had the option to have a bigger flaccid penis, would you do it?
No, I like it compact, ready to go wherever I go.
Yeah.
Well, if I'm wearing my swim trunks at water safari, I'm not showing the whole world what I got.
Yeah. What about like if you wanted to read a book while you're pissing? Just so it was like enough weight to where it held itself down. That'd be solid.
Yeah, use it as like a bookmark.
Yeah, but I could just put like a fishing lure weight on there. Like just tape it
Yeah.
around it. And that'll help.
We can't though. We're no fishing.
Well, we're not fishing. We're just utilizing
Imagine fishing with it.
fishing equipment. Oh, dude.
Hey, guy, why are you hanging over the dock like that? Don't worry.
Don't worry about
I have
it.
an idea.
Are they biting?
What do you think?
How are they biting today?
I've been here for 4 hours. The biting's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
Is it?
Poor fish.
No fishing, though.
No
That's why we
fishing.
don't do it. Protect the fish.
Yeah. Do you think it's like easier for people to
Masturbate, yeah.
like kill animals that are just not cute? Like fish really aren't not cute,
No, they're not.
You know?
Unless it's like a goldfish or like one of those tropic fishes.
right? Like a dory fish
Yeah,
or
dory.
something. But like a bear, kind of adore. They've been kind of like they've been cartoonized.
Cartooned. Patronized.
Yeah, they're like all these animals. It's like we feel for them in a different way. Dogs. I mean, when dogs die, it's
Oh,
really
yeah.
sad.
Yeah. I cried more when my
cats.
dog died than when my grandma died. Is that bad? I didn't cry at all.
Yeah, it's not like you weren't sad. It's just like how you chose to deal with it was different.
I don't think I was even sad.
We weren't happy though, right?
Well, no. Well, maybe a little bit. She wasn't struggling. anymore.
Yeah, that's a weird one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Glad she kicked the bucket 'cause she was struggling.
Yeah. Well, once you have a stroke,
So it's
quality
pretty
of life,
normal.
I don't want to live. If I have a stroke, kill me.
Yeah.
Depending how bad it is, but
Yeah, take me out.
yeah.
Take me,
Pull
Jesus.
the plug.
Yeah, that's an
Get a little
obvious
morphine
one.
on my way out and maybe a little DMT.
Yeah. I was reading something yesterday about chiropractic, and here's the thing. I don't know if it's just because I've been going to the chiropractor every week, but something about this guy like got his neck his neck like adjusted, and it like paralyzed him for life.
Ooh. That's a good
And
lawsuit.
that scares me every time I go in there and they like crack my neck.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah, I've been to one before a couple times.
They get your neck?
But yeah.
they
Yeah, you're laid down and he's like, okay, just relax, okay?
scary.
Yeah. How do they learn to do that? Also, one day, you know what? I'm just gonna this guy. I know they probably do it on cadavers,
Yeah.
dead people, but
No.
yeah.
I think they have specific
No, there's a chiropractor
like
school.
dolls.
No, there's a chiropractor school in Seneca Falls, and they, I think they use cadavers to start on new students.
That's wild.
Give them all,
Get them all.
yeah. I could never touch a dead body. I don't know. It's weird. For
No.
science, though. It's for science.
I mean, what if that's how that person died? You know, was getting
Yeah.
corrected.
And now you're just corrected more.
What do you think that noise is though? Like when they crack you, do you think it's just like just doing
yeah,
that?
Yeah. I don't know.
And why is it that every time I go in, as the last 3 weeks I've been going twice a week,
Holy shit.
and every time I go, he's able to
Yeah.
get something.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
You have bad posture.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta stretch more.
Yeah.
It's your psoas muscles tight, probably, in your hips. And it's pulling you down, so you're like,
Yeah.
so you nearly need to stretch.
Everything's tense. My neck,
Yeah.
my fucking back. I feel a lot better. I'm still my neck is still sore.
Yeah.
So still working on it.
Yeah.
Had a massage today.
How'd it feel? Are you doing them naked now?
No,
Just undies?
this one was with the at the chiropractor.
Oh, they do a little massage.
Yeah, so they don't. I don't know
Petrie.
as if they do. Like, at least I didn't do a full body, so I was able to keep my pants on and even my shoes. She's like, "Oh, you can leave your shoes on if you want." And I like took my shoes off and just like got a whiff of my socks, and I was like, "Why?
Yeah.
Why do they smell like that right now?"
You're nervous.
Well, I rode the bike there, so I was sweating my
yeah.
nuts off. And
You must have been, imagine riding in the chiropractor.
Yeah.
on a bike. How cool is that? How many guys can say they do that?
yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen a motorcycle at a chiropractor's office.
it's probably not. Yeah, it's probably not preferred. You don't want to be like sweating.
Sweating and
I was
if you
like
got a bad
sweating
back,
on the
you
way
really
here.
shouldn't be riding a bike, I don't think.
Probably not. Or a bad neck. You got to be able to turn around.
Yeah.
You know. But I made it happen.
Yeah.
Made it work. Just having fun out here, saving gas.
Yeah, look at you.
You know what I
Going
mean?
green.
I'm going green. I'm helping.
Yeah.
You know, the least amount I could drive that truck,
The better. for
the better.
earth.
Yeah. Although Val took it today, so
Oh.
I wanted to be like, "Come on, honey,
Yeah, I'm trying to take miles off
try to
it.
take the miles off."
Why did you want to drive? Just wanted to? Or is
It was blocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still waiting for my fucking shed.
When's that coming?
I don't know.
Are they delivering
lady-
horse
the-
and buggy?
It may end up getting delivered that way. I reached out to the lady, and I was just like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm off Monday." I think I reached out to her on Saturday. I was like, "I'm off Monday, so if it ends up being delivered that day, I'll be there and whatnot." And she said she ordered a new trailer for delivery, and that they sent the title to the wrong address,
Oh.
so she can't.
Register it.
Yeah, she can't put it on the road yet. So, however long it takes for her to get that title.
Fuck.
Hopefully, end of this week, I get it, or very least, hopefully next week, because I'm sick of having my shit out in the rain.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna fucking throw everything away and start from scratch, dude.
I think Dave Ramsey would want it. Spend more money.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of all my gas stuff, all my lawnmower, weed whacker.
Really?
I'm going electric.
I hate electric.
I know,
You
but
have the good yard size.
for my
it, though.
yard, it makes sense.
I tried
was-
the electric string trimmer. Worst.
Really?
Yeah, because it never lasts a full charge. I'd get like 10 minutes in. But I have a lot of fence to cut, to trim.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
not a lot, but
So how long ago was it that you had this electric trimmer?
I ended up buying a gas shrinks were last year, so a year ago I gave up on it.
Maybe the technology got better.
I hope so.
Probably not, but hopefully
No,
it did.
I think your yard would be good for it. Maybe you buy 2 batteries.
Yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I mean, I was looking at, I don't know how people feel about like Ryobi, but those are the tools I kind of started out with. And you can get a weed whacker, a blower, and a lawnmower for like under $400.
Good deal.
Yeah.
You're gonna sell you got like a gas push mower?
Yeah, I mean, I've had that thing since I bought the house. That thing's lasted me 8 fucking
I
years.
buy it off you.
You got a nice one.
I don't have a push mower.
You got a zero turn.
No, I don't.
Seriously, do you want it?
Yeah, for the ditch or the creek.
You can have it.
They're just so expensive. I'm like, fuck it.
You can. I'll even give you the gas can for it.
Okay. Deal.
Sweet.
I'll keep on the tradition.
Yeah, dude, I haven't changed the oil in that thing. The only thing you will
Yeah.
need, if you really care enough, is you will need a new blade.
Okay, that's easy.
I've had it for 8 years.
Yeah.
So, and I just hit a rock the other day.
Well,
Sorry, a boulder.
can you throw a blade in? I'll take it. Free? Throw a blade in. I'll take it.
Throw a blade in it. I'll take it for free. If not, I'll give you $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't changed the oil in that thing. Just been putting gas in it.
Yeah.
Fires right up. It's amazing.
Yeah. I haven't changed the oil in my snowblower in a while because I don't get enough use. I might use it this year is a little bit more, but the past couple winters like 3 or 4 times a year, if that.
Yeah.
What's the point? Oh, yeah, fuck it. It's fine.
No, you really don't.
I'm risking it.
Why not?
Or you can get an electric snowblower.
Ooh,
We're gonna do
I might have to keep that gas can out.
that. Okay. Throw in a gas can, a blade. I'll take it for free.
I'll give you a full tank though.
No, you don't have to do anything. You don't
Why?
have to do that. If you want to.
Why not?
Okay.
I'll bring it here. I'll deliver it. I'll put it on the back of my bike.
On your backpack.
On my backpack. I'll bring it here with the gas can.
Just tow it. There.
Fill it up.
It's rattling down the road.
Just fucking
doing 80.
just like jumping. Yeah. That's a good point. Electric snowblower. That just doesn't seem
No. Feasible.
no.
I wouldn't do it.
Dude, my neighbor's got one that you got to plug in.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it because their driveway is pretty straightforward. It's not very long. But like, I see him out there with it on a good heavy
Struggling.
snow.
Oh, yeah.
You can't do it.
No, not here. Not up in here.
No.
That wet snow, you're done.
I have seen the stick ones though. Have you seen those?
Yeah. Maybe if you're like
That's too much work.
Kentucky.
That's too much work.
Yeah.
Kentucky, you say?
Yeah. You get a little dusting.
For the one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I ever move south, it's going to be so funny because I'm going to bring my snowblower with me just in case.
Right.
And I'll be like the talk of the neighborhood when we get like a big storm or something.
I'd cry if you moved south.
Probably won't.
I get it. I understand if you do. But I would cry.
I don't think I will. For the family and whatnot, no.
Yeah.
Maybe once I retire. When it's 30 years from now.
I think I'm going to retire in a different country.
Where? Iran?
Yeah. Yeah, because by then they'll have Mar-a-Lago,
Mar-a-Lago,
Retirement
Trump
community.
Tower. Yep.
which would be nice.
It's going to be the 52nd state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 53rd.
Yes, you got, what,
after
Greenland? Canada. Puerto Rico was 54th then.
Yeah. Well, I just had something that came to mind. We talked about a couple podcasts ago what it would take for you to not be in support of Trump.
Yeah.
Do you remember what that was?
No.
I-
I remember talking about it, but I don't remember what my...
I believe it was something to do with starting a war.
Yeah, I definitely don't support it. I was pretty upset. Not upset. I don't give a fuck, really, but I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Is
Why are
there
you doing this?
Like, is there... Yeah, I don't know. Because he doesn't theoretically, he doesn't want or like war, and that doesn't look good on like your presidency either.
Nope.
Unless it was in lieu of protecting the country.
If we had something where we got attacked, yeah, retaliating or protecting or a major threat to the homeland.
Like,
But embassies, whatever.
do you think we were pressured by
Israel, yeah.
Netanyahu
I think they know something.
that they're not saying?
No, Israel has like dirt on us. And that's why we bow over to him all the time. Even Clinton said it was good. Bill Clinton.
Said it was good that we.
Yeah, he came out and said, yeah, Trump did the right thing.
Yeah, it's.
I don't know. I
it's
just don't
wild.
think it was the right move.
Yeah. What do we know, right?
If you're going to do it. Because we never learn our lessons from this conflict in the Middle East. We never put our full force in. So we keep pussyfooting around, and new regimes are going to come up. You know, we get rid of the Taliban, or, you know, knock them down, or Al-Qaeda, and guess what comes up? ISIS. Just something else is going to come.
Yeah.
That's worse.
It's just a constant revolving.
Yeah, it's like
thing.
getting rid of Saddam Hussein. You kind of control the region, kept everyone in check.
Right.
He gets hung. Now everyone's fighting for power, just like cartels, right? You knock out the main cartel leader, everyone's fighting to get that power.
I just want to be done with war, man. I don't like this. This is all a very confusing time for me because we grew up learning about all these wars, and I think in my mind, I was reading that material as if that was in the past, as if like that's no longer.
Yeah.
War's no longer, and it seems just, you know, obviously 9/11 was big, right? That
Yeah.
lasted over 20 years, but I don't know.
20
I don't
years,
want
what
this
did we
shit,
get from
dude.
it?
Nothing.
Nothing. More war.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That's like us as citizens, though. But like private companies, like weapon manufacturers and stuff. I mean, somebody made out on it for sure.
Oh, yeah. All of our military industrial complex.
Yeah,
Lindsey Graham. He loves that shit.
it's all very confusing because what we're commenting on and what like where our opinion comes from is like we're kind of looking at things on the surface, but like what else is there?
Yeah.
You know, I almost want to believe that there's something or there's more to it than what we know that Trump does know
Yeah.
as to why he did what he did.
Yeah. I still don't agree with it
Yeah,
until we know.
but we'll never know.
You never know. He might come out and say it.
I don't think anyone's gonna get drafted though.
No.
Like we have a huge army.
Yeah, we're good. And I think everything can be fought from planes and drones now. We don't need to be on the ground. For the most part.
Yeah,
That helped out a lot. The
unless
technology from the Vietnam. That's why we're all on the ground.
yeah. Now they have like these full size
Drones.
drone airplanes,
Yep.
like fighter jets,
Yep.
which is insane.
Mhm.
And it's like, it's almost like it seems like there's gonna be less casualties with the new style of war.
For us, yeah.
Yeah, for us, but at the same time, it kind of amplifies it
Yeah.
because then you take the human, take humans out of it,
Then
kind
it's okay.
of. But like then they just start, instead of bombing troops, you're just bombing like neighborhoods.
Yeah, hospitals.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I just keep telling people like, you know what, man? I just want a good life for
Yeah.
my kids.
Yep.
That's all I want.
Yeah. Do you
That's
think
it.
bombing Iran's it?
No.
They're such a big threat, to us.
Yeah. Who fucking knows, dude? I'm sick of it. You know, I've said this before, but I'm just sick of hearing about it
Yep.
at this point.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll work out. Maybe that's what he had to do it.
Yeah. So we can work it out.
Give him to the talking table.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
I guess we will see.
Yeah, maybe the Iran will come visit us and talk to us about it.
Yeah.
Talk to them and make a deal.
How often do you get a chance to talk to your sister, and like how often does this stuff come up? Is this something you guys talk about?
I try not to.
Okay, you guys avoid it.
Yeah.
But if she asks you stuff, you'll answer it.
Yeah, I think this is something we'll agree upon, though,
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some ain't feel right.
No,
Some don't feel right.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of anyone I talk to that is for that or happy we did that. And I haven't talked to anyone yet that's been like, oh yeah, it's awesome we're doing that. Hell yeah, America.
I think you'll find that the extreme people on the right,
Yeah.
they're like, there's no doubt about it. There's people that no matter what Trump does, they love it.
Love it. Yeah.
And then there's people on the far extreme left, who no matter what he does, they fucking hate it. Whether
There's
it's
us
even
in the
good or
middle,
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, then there's us who's like, we're critical thinking, I guess.
Yeah. That's not what I voted for.
No, I mean a lot of this is just not what we voted for.
No.
I think what we really were voting for was the feeling. Do you remember the feeling between 2016 and 2020?
Yeah.
Towards the end of 2020?
Yeah.
The end of 2020 kind of fucking sucked.
Yeah. COVID. Yeah. Kind of ruined
But
it.
up until then, man, I just felt like we were living in our glory days.
Oh yeah. For sure.
And I think we wanted that feeling back,
Not happening.
and we're not getting that feeling. Do you think we would have gotten that from Kamala? Like that feeling of just like, yeah.
No. I don't know. Maybe.
It's hard to tell. Put her in. Put her in office.
Yeah. Put her in the game.
Why not?
Yeah.
You
Make her
know?
VP.
Make her,
Trump.
kick JD out.
No, her and JD 2028.
Oh, yeah.
I really like to see JD and Tulsi.
A lot of people seem to hate JD.
Who?
I'm just going to blanket statement, just say a lot of people.
Oh yeah. Oops.
No, it's like, I don't know, dude. Like, we're all in the same boat. I didn't fucking know who JD was. And, like, now he's part of everything, and people are like, yeah, he's a
what?
he's a mean guy.
How's he mean?
I don't know. I don't agree with it, but people hate the guy. Probably just because he's part of the cabinet.
I think he's.
I just want your microphone to fall apart.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties, folks. Relax. I'm trying to get her threaded. You know?
I'll get righty tighty lefty loosey.
Should we do it together?
Yeah. I'll touch your tips.
It's stopping. Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is. I don't know how that happened. Maybe just from moving it back and forth.
So this looks like going to the left though, but over upside down, so it's reversed.
Yeah. You know what you're talking about, Al.
Is it in?
It's in. We just gotta tighten it a little
Tighten
bit.
her?
Yeah, just tighten it a little bit. It's all right, guys.
Yeah. So
Keep listening. Don't turn it off. Hey, you. You're about to press that button. Don't fucking press it. Your mom's calling.
what if she was?
Denied. Right?
There you go. We can worry about it after. I think we'll be okay.
Al, shut your fucking mouth. Okay, yeah. Well.
Dude, ADHD here.
Yeah.
Fixing stuff mid-show.
I know, dude. It's bad. It's bad, but it's good. It's good. Good skill to have.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
squirrel.
Yep. Yeah. So, you bought a new bike.
I did.
What's your plans for life insurance?
0.
Would you go, if you were to get life insurance, would you go term or whole life?
I don't really know.
I would
Probably.
go term.
What's the difference?
20-year term is gonna be a little cheaper. Whole life, it's more just. I think it's just a scam.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be paying money forever into this thing.
Yeah.
And by the time your 20-year term is up, you should have enough in your retirements and whatnot. Your kids should be fairly grown up.
Yeah.
That they don't really need that life insurance policy to depend on your income. So at that point, after 20 years, you should be self-insured with your 401k or IRAs and whatnot and savings and the wealth that you built. But whole life, you're just going to keep paying forever and ever and ever. I think term's the best route because by the time you reach that point, you should have enough for pay for that funeral out of pocket.
Yeah.
Your wife should be well set. Your kids don't need you financially, hopefully. Hopefully they're growing up or going to be growing up soon in college and don't need that income.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I would go with term.
And do you have life insurance through work?
I have through work and individually.
Oh, you have 2?
Yeah.
You can do that? Double
well,
dip?
through work it's free.
Oh, okay.
You
They
can double
automatically
dip
do
that.
it?
Yeah. It's just my yearly salary. Just one lump sum of that. My term, 20-year term, $500K. Still not enough. They say, I forgot how many times, like 6 to 12 times of your yearly salary. I have to look it up, but it's enough where Sarah's going to be able to have enough put in the bank.
I mean, 500. You get the full payout on that?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I mean, 500,000. How much more do we? Which?
Well, you
Yeah.
think about my yearly salary, right? Let's say if I'm making 100,000, that's only going to last her 5 years. But my plans, I've explained it to her if something happens. Sell the house, move in something smaller.
Yeah,
So
for
pay
sure.
it off. And then you invest that money wisely in some kind of mutual fund, and you live off the interest of that. And you might have to get a job here and there, but
Yeah.
nothing, you don't have to be making 100K.
Nothing crazy.
Yeah. But you should have enough to float yourself.
Yeah. I haven't really given much thought to life insurance, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's, I mean, how important you'd say it's pretty important?
Yeah. What if you died today?
Yeah.
What would Vail do?
Cry?
Well, yeah, obviously, but financially, so when you do pass, right, you want to give the opportunity to your family to grieve and not worry about what they're going to do next for their income.
Right.
So having that peace of mind for them is what you want to do. It's a gift.
I just hope someone starts a GoFundMe.
I would do that for you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. I've always thought about it.
You can have my shit too. You can have my bike.
Can
if
I?
you want
You
it.
put in the
Yeah.
will?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Dylan that too, if I can have his bike.
Have
in the
his
will.
bike too.
Yeah.
Turn around.
2
Sell
bikes.
it. Yeah, it's a weird thing to think about, you know? When
Yeah.
you start to get like our parents' age, they really have to start thinking about it. You know, you almost should have like a will planned out.
Yeah, that's one thing I'm lacking of a will. But everything, Sarah's a primary beneficiary and everything, and then Donnie's secondary. So if
Yeah.
Sarah and I were both to die, everything would go to him. But I should have something in there in the will, a will, for everything we own, and
Yeah.
but I don't.
This topic is gonna like bum me out.
Really? No, we really should look into it.
I know.
Term life insurance. It doesn't have to be a lot enough so that way Vale can figure out what to do next. Give her a year or two.
Yeah.
But really, you should do
Do something.
a good chunk.
And
That way,
do you think do you think she should as well?
yeah, Sarah has life insurance, $250,000 policy. That might be a little overinsured, but I'm figuring, childcare, things like that. And
Yeah.
I probably would maybe even quit my job with that, and we'll just travel the country.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does it when you think of the idea or the possibility, life's not promised, right? Do you get sad when you think about the possibility of like not being here, of like leaving this earth a little bit early, a little bit premature, and like leaving, like I feel like I'd miss my kids in the afterlife and my wife.
I don't think that part bothers me. I feel bad how they would feel.
Man, maybe I'm just selfish. Then.
I don't want them to be sad. I don't want them.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. If it's whatever. I don't think. Well, obviously, yeah. I don't think I'll have any. I don't think you think about your past life. Maybe you do. That's
Yeah.
another topic to jump into.
Like if you die, do you still have feelings? Because like your vessel dies, but your soul doesn't die, right? If there's a soul,
I go back and forth on that. Is it just black?
like if you believe, do you believe that we have a soul?
And the older I get, the more I feel that way. When I was younger, I'm like, you're dead, you're dead. It's lights out.
Right.
But now, yeah, I think there's something to it, tied to it.
No, there's some kind of beautiful about it.
Yeah. There's some kind of energy that's got to be there. Because you think about your heart, right? It's electrical shocks, right? Or it's electricity basically pumping your heart, right?
Yeah.
I think. I'm not a doctor.
No,
There's something there, though, that's...
Well, I mean, they use like paddles to shock you,
Yeah, AEDs.
to get your heart going and stuff. Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely weird. I feel like there's got to be something, like the whole idea of being like an old soul, or like deja vu. Maybe that's just like stuff carrying over from a life that we've already lived.
Yeah, I do get deja vu a lot the older I get. Also, I had this weird thought. What about dreams? Is that another reality you're in? Like you kind of time travel or space travel to another place in the universe while you're dreaming.
It could. I mean, it could be. What's weird is like when you look back on dreams, when you're awake again, you're like, sometimes dreams are like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Like the things that happen. But in your dream, when you're in the moment, it's almost like you're conscious that you're there.
Yes.
And things are definitely weird,
Yeah.
but they don't feel it. They seem normal.
Yeah.
Which is really weird.
So some dreams, you're obviously, okay, this is a dream. Like, I just dealt with this, and it's something I've been dealing with.
Yeah.
But some dreams are so far out there, like, maybe I did go to another dimension.
Yeah.
And this is just another planet somewhere in the universe that, yeah. Because they say there's so many planets out there, or universes.
Yeah.
I think there's more universes than
Galaxies.
galaxies than grains of sand in the Earth.
But, I mean, how?
And the probability of this exact thing, or, us, another planet, it could be likely. The same thing could be happening right now,
Yeah.
or something very close to it. Because there's so many the chance of probability that there's something like this. There's so many chances for that to happen.
It's kind of wild.
And we kind of connect with each other,
Yeah. I was.
That's why I think we need to do a DMT trip.
Do you think it takes away from our post-death experience, though? Because DMT, theoretically, so if you're fucking hitting this DMT pen,
too much.
yeah, like, does it,
Take away from that last experience.
yeah, that last experience, like, you're saving it up.
Yeah, we can't enjoy it though. Well, maybe you can. I don't know.
But
I've done
maybe,
it.
maybe we're not, like, meant to experience that until we die.
Then how do we have it available? God wanted us to try it.
Well, we're humans. We're very flawed,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
right? We're what's the word? We love to like kind of overindulge.
Yep.
Why just get when I go and get fast food, if I do it, I have a hard time just getting like a small.
It's hard.
I want that large fry.
Yeah, or I want to get getting like the $5 deal. No, I want the number 2.
Yeah.
That's like $10 more
Yeah.
for some reason. Yeah, and I know I could be just as satisfied with a $5 biggie bag.
Yeah.
But no,
Maybe-
I want the Baconator.
Maybe you just gotta like try, like maybe next time. The other day was Chick-fil-A. I was having a good day, I was getting work done. I just rewired. I did some plumbing, very light plumbing.
You laid some pipe.
I did. Yeah, I laid some pipe, had some leaks. I had some leaks after I installed
you
the
laid
new
some
pipe.
pipe.
Fuck me, dude.
What'd you do? What were you working on?
I was replacing an outside water nozzle.
Okay.
So I was getting rid of the copper, and I was bringing together old copper that was in the house
New copper.
with like the new PEX stuff.
Oh.
You ever heard of shark bites?
Yep.
So I was doing that. I'll our generation, we got to pull a picture up.
Yeah, I haven't used shark bites yet. Usually I just do copper to copper.
No.
And I solder it. Yeah.
You solder?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it lasts forever.
Yeah.
So this is. Let me make sure.
I don't do much plumbing, so maybe I should start doing that gator bite crap.
All right. So this is what it was.
Okay. Yep.
All right. And it was just like it was leaking and stuff, and that's what I put. So I did the same thing.
Okay, that's nice. Nice work.
Yeah. It's
Start your own business. Gator bites.
Gator bites. Yeah, it was leaking the first time I hooked things up because you gotta. Turns out when you cut the PEX, it's got to be straight.
Yes.
I was thinking that the end doesn't matter because once it's in, there's a different mechanism for sealing it. I thought that it worked differently than how it does. So I had to like take it apart and redo it.
Yeah. It's the learning process, right? Now you know.
Guess how long that took, Al?
It could either be very long or very quick. I'm gonna go 2 hours.
4.
Okay.
Over 4 hours. And 3 trips.
To Lowe's.
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you mean? That's but I learned something.
It's part of being a dad.
Yeah, it is.
Teaches you patience.
My mind is still blown. Do you really actually solder?
Yeah.
How hard is it?
not heart. You have a heat source. You have your solder,
Okay.
and then you get some of the paste. I forgot the exact name of it, but I have it right here, down here. I'll show you after.
So the pipes, they're half-inch,
You
right?
join them together. Then you,
So you're up there. One's already connected, right? So you're putting a new piece.
yeah,
You put it right up to it.
yeah. It should go right into your T or wherever you're connected into.
Okay, so there's still a connector.
Yeah, it should be a connector, but it's another piece of copper.
Okay, so there's a connector.
Yeah.
So it'll hold itself.
Yeah. And then you take the solder up top, the heat source down, so that way it pulls it down.
Okay.
Yeah. Your solder up here, heat down here.
And then
Little
you
torch.
just got to make sure. I
Yeah.
mean, like, it just seems like it'd be
And it
hard
kind
to
of fills in
see.
itself.
No way.
Yeah.
It just drips
I
and
don't know the
goes.
science behind it, but yeah.
Okay, so you don't have to really be able to see the other side.
No.
I gotta fucking pull
Let
the video.
gravity do that work,
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So it really isn't that difficult.
No.
Huh.
Yeah, when I did my dishwasher, did that.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
I
I'm
had
gonna,
to change out same thing. One of my faucets outside, I have to change my spigot.
Let me help you.
Yeah.
You want to do pecs?
Yeah, I'll try it. I might not even do pecs. I'll have to look at it. I might not even do pecs. This might be threaded already because it's an anti-freeze one. So you don't have to winterize your spigot as long as you don't have a hose attached to it.
Oh, it's got that top thing?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know.
Me either.
I think it just, I don't know. I have to look into it.
I don't know what
I
that
replaced
is.
one in the garage once. Didn't have to solder or anything. Just it had thread already. Threaded it on. And
Oh, so you just undo, you take that one out?
yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Mine was fucking, like, original.
Yeah, you got an older house.
Yeah. So I bought the whole, it was like a 12-inch pipe. I was a little jealous.
I know, right? I was going to say 12 inches.
You know
Whoa.
what I mean? I had a
She
kind
got
of
two sixes.
I had to bore out a little bit bigger of a hole, fit that through,
Oh, yeah.
and then once it was in, it was easy to connect. But it was, I was going from it was a true half-inch pipe, whereas the shark bite,
Gator bite.
the gator bite
Is it
contraption
gator or shark? Now I'm confused.
is shark.
Oh, shit.
But I like your gator
bites.
bite. But the pipe on that, even though it fit a half-inch
Yeah.
one, it was probably like this, which
Yeah.
probably about an inch and a half.
That's what I'm used to.
Yeah. Yeah, more of a girth kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Girth guy.
Yeah,
Grower, not shower.
absolutely.
That's awesome, though. I'm proud of you.
I love doing this stuff.
Yeah, me too.
As stressful as it can be, I used to get real stressed about it.
Yeah.
And then I realized one day, no, Nick, this is what you do.
Yeah.
As a husband,
You got to do it.
man
Save
of the
money.
house,
Yeah.
that's what you do.
Yeah, like I've redone my gutters and downspouts. I just fixed a downspout, cut a section off because it was too low. I don't know why they made it go so low, this downspout to the ground.
Oh,
And then I'd have a or I don't know what you call it, connector going where the water's gonna go out to the ground.
you had like a
And-
90.
Yeah, 90 was
Or an
there,
elbow.
and then it was like a little accordion thingy.
Yeah. Fucking hate those things.
Yeah, and how the ground was, the water was just like not flowing away from the house.
It was just pooling.
Yeah, which you don't want water against the foundation. So
Who'd have
I
thought?
cut it a little higher, put another 90 in, then hit it so I could put a bigger one on and get a good flow away from the house, good angle.
Oh, so it was kind of like, dropping down to like
Too
the
low.
ground and
Yeah.
then going.
Yeah,
Yeah, where you kind of need it to
I
be
want a
like,
good flow. Yes, and then I want I really love to do underground.
You can do that?
You do your
just-
downspout down to PVC and run it underground and have it drain out away from the house about 20 feet.
So you'd have to run. Is that
I'll
what they
just
call
dig,
it?
Trench it.
Is that what they call a French drain?
Kinda. I don't think that's the exact definition of a French drain.
You put like stone down there and all that.
Yeah.
It's probably the best way. It looks clean when you do it.
And then mowing, you have to take it off to mow around it.
That's a good point.
So I thought about it, but the one side of my house in the front, I'm nervous because I got gas and water coming in there. Mm-hmm. So how deep I can go, I don't know. And then on the other side of the front of the house, I got electric coming in. So the rears of the house, no problem. So I think I have 4 downspouts total on the
Right.
house. So the rear our backside of the house will be fine. There's nothing, no utilities coming in.
Right.
But I'm nervous about the front.
You just have to get
Sorry.
it flagged, right?
Yeah, but then
You know a guy.
I do. But then how deep can I go? Because I know cable's there too. Spectrum doesn't go very deep, maybe 2 inches. And then
That's wild.
I gotta think about how low a gas line is. Probably not that low. Probably a foot or two.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good.
Then I
It's
got
a good
water
point.
right there, gas, water, and electric on the other side.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna do it. Not for this house. I could pay someone to do it professionally too, and then I worry about making a good grade away from the house. Because you want to have a good grade going away from the house.
Yeah.
Like 2 to 3% grade going down.
Yeah, that's true. It's fun.
Yeah,
Fun shit.
yeah. I'm not gonna do it though.
Yeah, certain projects you just know not to get into.
Yeah. My next project though, I want to finish the other side of this basement here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Just like drywall and stuff?
It's framed off. Like you got this part, which would be easy to put drywall up. It's
Yeah.
framed over in the other corner.
Mhm.
I'll probably leave this wall just exposed to the brick or
Yeah.
basement wall. I was thinking maybe just some paneling
Yeah.
instead of doing drywall because it'd be easier to you don't have to do about mudding it and everything. Covering up
Yeah.
the joints and the
Yeah, and that stuff's the paneling's pretty easy
yeah to
to do
yeah
ish.
yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, and then
Just do wallpaper.
yeah. And then flooring up, I just do some cheap vinyl or stick and peel on the concrete.
Yeah. Or rubber. Do the rubber puzzle
Yeah,
pieces.
Yeah.
So many options.
The cats, we have a cat, well, 2 cats, and I don't think they like to pee on that stuff. So
Well, maybe they can learn how to pee in the toilet.
yeah, or in the litter box, which they do. But sometimes you put something new in the basement, and they're like, oh, what's this?
And they pee on it?
They have, yeah.
Wow.
I had my home gym down here, right on the other side of the wall.
They're peeing on
From-
everything.
No, I don't think they ever did. But
Oh, look, a 50-pound weight.
yeah, oh, rubber floor,
Oh,
the square.
boom.
That's during COVID. I built my own gym down here. Wow. Because I was working out every day. I was so pissed. Fucking Cuomo.
You were trying to fight. That's what he was doing, though. Wasn't he working out?
Cuomo?
Fucking Vinny?
Vinny Cuomo? My cousin Vinny? Oh, maybe he was. I just want to lose all my gains back then.
Yeah.
I was at my lightest, 220, my fighting weight.
Some people saw it as like a time to come up, and then other people saw it as a time to let go.
Drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
Yeah. Like some people cured their alcoholism during COVID, and other people started
worse.
alcoholism.
I was already in my path to get in shape. I was well along the way, so I didn't want to lose it. So,
You get the motivation.
so I was out running. Like on temperatures like today, I was out running like 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Put a
Finding
sweat
time to
bag
run.
on.
No, I would just run. Had my gold chain on. Had a wife beater on. Just
Yeah.
running in the neighborhood, sweating. Felt great. I wish I could do. I'm tempted to do it now.
You just come home and then go right in the pool.
Yeah, there you go. Do
You
that.
know?
Yeah, jump right in, relax the muscles a little bit. It was nice.
Yeah. Dude, what if I just thought of this, but maybe this is like overreaching, But what if like every time that I come here and do the podcast, what if we go for like a run after?
Yeah, we could.
I don't know how you feel about that.
I probably have to start off with some walking at first to get. It'd be a slow transition.
We'll be like the neighborhood speed walkers.
Yeah. My plan is to start doing the mornings, but then every morning I'm like, I start worrying about work. I'm like, let me get to work early today instead
Yeah.
and get more work done before everyone comes in. And
I
I
know.
gotta get ready from that and just walk in the morning. Do a mile. Takes about 20 minutes, 17 minutes, 20 minutes to do a loop.
Yeah.
And then,
That start your day off like that? Man. Yeah, that'd be solid.
yeah, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Hold me accountable.
I think
Text me about 4:30. But Alex, don't sit in the toilet with your phone for
Yeah.
a half hour.
get off your phone.
Get off your phone and walk. Take the dog with you, maybe. Be good for her.
Good for the dogs.
Yeah, she would love it.
That's a good idea, man. I think that like if I had a neighborhood like yours,
Yeah,
I like the idea of having a neighborhood like yours.
it's nice.
So I could get up and walk,
Yeah.
do that.
Why can't you walk in your neighborhood?
I can. I just like the way your neighborhood looks.
Yeah, it's perfect for.
Like when I leave here, just like during the times where it's like already dark
Yeah.
by now, going outside and seeing
Stars.
You know, yeah.
Quiet.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it's one thing I noticed. Like going like here, like I can't imagine people that live in a noisy neighborhood. How do you get any peace? You're sitting on your back porch or front porch.
You just
your
listen to
deck,
the noises.
the noise. But you come out here. Right now, someone's mowing their lawn, so it's a bad example. But you come out,
Yeah.
8 o'clock. You might hear some kids still, a dog or two barking.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. You don't hear anything.
You see the bugs,
Yeah, the bugs. Yeah, the frogs,
the cicadas,
crickets. Yeah, cicadas.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so peaceful, man.
Yeah.
Like if there was one reason that would drive me to move out here,
That's one of them. Yeah.
that'd be one of them. Just like peace.
Yep.
You know, it's funny when you're young, you want to be in a big, busy place like New York City. As you get older,
Yeah.
you just want things to be more comfortable. You're more
want your
concerned
peace.
about peace and
Yeah.
comfort.
Yeah.
And I totally get it. Like I'm starting to understand the mentality of the boomers.
Yeah. And I never really wanted to move to that big city. I don't think I ever had that. Maybe I kind of want to, back in the day, I want to work for NYPD.
Did you? God, what a nightmare of a job.
Well, because my sister lived down in New York City around that time still, I think. I'm like, oh, I can move down, do some police work down there.
Yeah.
But then I realized, I don't know if that's still the case, but for some reason, if you were with NYPD, you couldn't transfer to a police department other than, all you could do is stay with NYPD. You had to go
Really?
to another academy. Because their academy, for some reason, didn't count towards a police academy that's, for the rest of New York State. They wouldn't accept your training to transfer out.
I wonder why.
I don't know if that was a tactic to keep people with NYPD and not have people leave as often.
It could be.
Because they probably go through a lot of hiring.
Like they must have an academy like every other week.
Yeah, I think that
You can have one if you want one.
their agency size was probably like 40,000 officers.
Wow.
Huge police department.
They seem like I don't want to downplay NYPD, but anytime I've been to the city, seems like they're just like hanging outside
Yeah,
on the sidewalk.
I'm sure. Yeah, 'cause you're in the tourist spots. I'm sure if you're in neighborhoods,
Yeah.
they're working.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to allude to them not working,
Okay.
but they seem bored.
Probably because they're on a detail where you kind of have to be visible and not do anything proactive and just be there.
Just be there.
Wait for something to happen in front of you.
Yeah.
After like 9/11, I'm sure that was a big thing, and like Times Square and those other,
That's true.
soft target spots for attacks.
I would just I would find it like they probably aren't giving out speeding tickets
No.
or doing that bullshit. Like they're
Yeah.
probably worried about some other stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And another city I want to work for. What's the city George Floyd died?
Massachusetts,
No. I think it was Minnesota.
Maryland, Minnesota,
Minneapolis,
Minneapolis.
maybe. I wanted to go to that police department because they're recruiting outside, or they're coming to Rochester or New York State to recruit people, just like Georgia does and
Yeah.
some other
would-
states.
You would seriously want to work there?
That was before that. I could have been involved in that. All
Oh
that.
my God, you could have been the guy.
I
You
don't
could have
think-
been Derek
Chauvin.
Chauvin.
No, I don't think I could. But who knows at that point?
You could have been one of the new guys watching.
I would have been. That would have been like 2011, 2012. Maybe 2010 even, because I probably was at MCC when I was looking at those. Because they would come to MCC and try to recruit you.
Wow, you'd be an OG.
So I learned if an agency's coming out of state to recruit you, you probably don't, because no one else in that area, in Georgia.
Yeah. That's how Dilly found out about where he's at,
Yeah,
right?
Atlanta wasn't recruiting, it was another one.
They had a billboard.
It was a neighboring police department in Georgia that kept coming up here. What is it? It'll come to me. But it's like, there's a reason why they can't get anyone to sign up down there. So they come up here.
Yeah.
It's harder to get in. It's very competitive. Benefits pays better than anywhere else, probably
Yeah.
for police departments. Because we have strong unions up here. But yeah, so I could have been there and
That's
wherever the
wild.
hell that was.
But he seems to like it. I mean, Dylan seems to. I don't talk to him enough, but what do you hear?
I think
You think he's just putting his time in at this
I
point?
think so.
Okay.
I don't want to talk for him, but
Yeah.
from the vibes I get, it's like if he could find something else making what he makes, he probably would
He would.
probably jump ship.
But he's been with them for 10 years? 11?
Probably somewhere
12?
around there, yeah. Because if I was still with Boruto right now, I'd be in. I'd have 14 years in right now.
Dude, you
I'd be 6 years
away from
20 years.
retirement.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh my god.
I probably would work 25 because you get more when you make it to 25 years. Wow. But yeah, I could be almost done.
Holy shit.
I can see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
And you'd retire with a full pension,
Pension, benefits.
bennies. But like what's the catch there, right? Like how are you feeling as an individual?
Yeah.
Do you make it? You know how
Yeah, a lot of cops die after retiring too.
Really?
Yeah. Because all the stress over the years. Something like that. Most cops don't make it many years after retirement.
It's insane.
I know there's plenty out there that do. So if you call me
Yeah.
out on it, but a lot
Yeah.
of them, their life expectancy after retirement is like 5 years.
That's really sad.
Because you think about the stress of the job, the hours you work. The biggest thing I think probably the stress and all the trauma you see over the years, kind of,
Yeah.
and the whole part of getting your heart going and the adrenaline dumps. Same thing with firefighters, right? A lot of firefighters have issues because, let's say you're a career firefighter, right? You get woken out of your sleep to alarm. You know,
Just like
yeah, like, oh, gotta go. That's horrible
All
for
the
you.
time.
Yeah. In the police world, right? You're working all night, getting horrible sleep. It's not healthy to stay up that late and, try to work for 20 years.
I promise I'm not ignoring you. I'm pulling up a picture of the guy that I used to work for at his barber shop. And this guy did 20 years. It's hard to see him directly, but I mean, look, this was 4 years ago. He retired about 4 years ago from state police.
Yeah.
Look how good he looks.
Yeah. But yeah, it's not
40
the case for everyone.
45
Yeah.
years old. I mean, this guy's different, though. This guy,
Built different, yeah.
he's built different. He's extremely regimented.
Yeah.
This guy, I swear to God, till this day, I remember he'd come into work and he would meal prep.
Yeah.
He would always bring
That's
his
a big,
lunch.
yeah, health is a big thing.
And
Yep.
so I asked him, I was like, so what if you like get invited to like a family party or something like that where there's inevitably going to be like food that you're trying not to eat? He's like, oh, I just eat before. He'll eat before.
Wow.
And
A lot of discipline.
he's the type of guy that can eat the same food every single day in, day out, because he's not eating to enjoy the food.
Nutrition.
He's enjoying to feed he's eating to feed his body.
Yeah.
So, but he grew up in like a rough neighborhood, and then chose he could have
The
went
different
left
path,
or he could have
yeah.
went right. And I
Which is
think
awesome.
yeah, I think the mentality that you get, like whatever he did in life, whatever route he chose, he was gonna be regimented, whether he chose the bad life
Oh, yeah.
or whether he chose what he did. And would you consider that like a type A personality?
Yeah.
Someone like that?
Yeah.
Like very, very quirky, but you can respect
That, yeah.
like what he does.
Yeah.
He's like militant, dude.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Disciplined.
Super I wish I had that.
I don't.
I don't think you can be the type of individuals that we are, where we're, good example here. I do the same thing, so I'm not calling you out on this.
Uh-oh.
But you get this book, right? You get this new book. You're excited to read, but
It's just your shelf.
maybe at the time that you get the book, your headspace isn't there.
Yeah.
Someone like this will get that book,
And read
will
it.
read that book, finish that book, and then move on.
Yeah.
And you and I are just not. I think that we make decisions based off how we feel. It's all
Yeah.
emotion based.
Shit, I gotta start reading that book.
He doesn't.
Every day.
Every day. We can put it up here. Here, put it up here. We'll every day.
But,
See what flavor I like, obviously.
yeah, you're a very strawberry type of guy.
It's so good. Not good for us, but
But yeah, so hold me accountable tomorrow. I'm gonna go walk a mile.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna prep a text. What do you want me to say? Like, what do I need to say
Go
to you?
for a walk, fat fuck.
Hey, you. Hey, you on the toilet. Go for a walk,
You fat.
you fat fuck.
Thank you. I needed that.
And I'm gonna say, love you.
Love you.
What time should this hit you?
4:30.
All right, so tomorrow at 4:30 a.m.
Yep.
See, I do like technology.
One thing I noticed though, what I probably should stop,
Boom.
daily smoking. I remember you said you don't. I remember before I even like did a lot of that
Yeah.
smoking marijuana.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was a lot more disciplined, I thought. And then I remember you said like, oh, why? Because I was jealous because you had a job where you could do it every day. I didn't have a job where I didn't want to do it because
Yeah.
I couldn't because I get drug tested. So then I realized why you said you don't do it every day because I just eat a lot at night and then I'm super tired, so I go to bed and
Yeah.
sleep in and wake up. I'm like,
It's a cycle.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's a cycle.
Some people can do it though. Some people like can wake up, smoke in the morning and good to go, or smoke all night and they function.
Yeah.
Me, like it's kind of almost like drinking in a way where
Yeah, people don't like to talk about this,
kind of
dude.
lazy.
We're hitting some hot points.
Yeah.
That people don't like to talk about.
No. And I notice it now that I'm more habitual with it.
Yeah.
I gotta just save it for weekends. Not at night, but it's so much fun though at night to watch TV and.
I know. But do you,
Excuse me.
you pass out on the couch, yeah?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I don't. I notice that when I'm not smoking at all for like weeks, months on end, I'm more regimented. Like, okay, let's finish this movie or finish this episode or whatever, and let's go downstairs and go to bed. We'll start
Yeah.
that process. If I smoke, I'm passing out on that couch.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because you make food, you eat,
Yeah.
you get stuffed, you're tired. Let me get comfortable.
Yeah.
And then before you know, you fall asleep.
Yeah. Or what I've been doing is like, okay, it's time to go to bed. I'll turn the TV off. Still sitting in my chair in the living room. I'll start scrolling on my phone.
Dude,
And all of a sudden, like an hour goes, it's like 11:30 at night. I'm like,
I know.
Fuck.
It's so bad.
I should have went to bed an hour ago. Hour and a half.
I am going to start tonight. I'm going to keep my phone upstairs because I wake up at this point, I wake up at the same time every morning without an alarm.
Yeah.
So,
And you don't have to be at work as early as I do.
no.
Yeah.
No. But I would like to get up. I mean, to your point, like fucking grandma's leaving in like a week and a half.
Oh boy, that's scary.
Which means I have two options here in my eyes. My workout regimen is either going to go out the fucking window or I have to work out in the mornings.
Yeah.
I work out late at night because I don't want to. Dude, I already feel like I leave the house quite a bit. Like I feel like I just have more shit going on than Val does.
Yeah.
She doesn't mind, but like, I feel so bad every time I leave the house because our 2.5-year-old is like all about me these days,
That's awesome.
and I'm the one like she's all about me, and I'm like, oh honey, Papa will be back. I gotta go. Like I go this morning to pick up the bike, and then after the bike, I come home for 20 minutes, then
Go
I
to
go and I
chiropractor.
go to massage,
Oh, Dad's got to do a podcast.
and then Dad's doing a podcast, and like I just feel like I'm consistently breaking this kid's heart.
Yeah.
So I want like I want to continue working out, and I either have to do it super early in the morning or once they're down for bed,
Yeah.
I'll go get a workout in at like Planet Fitness or
Yeah.
something.
There you go.
But I don't think I could if I stick with boxing, I think I'm going to have to do the early mornings, which is 5:15. That's tough. I don't think I could do it, Al.
I don't think you could.
It's an early workout.
It is.
So I don't know. I got some real like soul searching to do with this.
Yeah.
What would you do if you had to choose?
Work out in the morning before everyone's up. That's my goal. Because I used to do that all the time. Like because I wanted to see Sarah by the time I got out of work.
Yeah.
Before we had kids, right? So I'd wake up super early, go to Planet Fitness, work out, then go to work the rest of the day. So I think I got to start doing that again.
It'd be ideal.
I probably don't think plan. See, I work out during my lunch break every day.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it. We just lift weights. And my coworker kind of pushes me pretty good because he's really in shape.
Yeah.
But I just need to change my eating habits, I think, and also maybe doing some walking in the morning
Yeah.
and get into running. I'd love to do a 5K again. Never to the level where I was at, but
Yeah.
even if it's like a 30-minute 5K, I think I'd be happy.
Yeah. Would you do? Are you looking to like sign up for one? Because I know we talked about that. Or
Yeah.
would you just want to like run one?
I want to sign up for one, but I've got to give me like a month or a couple, maybe 3 months to get to the point where I want to be.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we set like a goal. I mean, to be honest, I probably won't really train for a 5K. I'll probably just do it. But maybe like September we do one.
Okay.
Nice and cool outside.
Yeah, good idea.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I just kind of hate. I was gonna sign up for this 585 one.
Yeah.
It's a 5K, it's a 8K, and a 5K. And I was gonna do it, but it was like $130.
What?
And I just
I haven't done a 5K in a while. Holy shit.
I know.
Expensive. Just to run.
just to run.
How we just run?
How
I
about we
want to
just?
spend money on a run.
That's what I mean.
That's a lot. I thought the last one I did was like $30.
Maybe I'll look for those.
You get a shirt,
Yeah, you get a shirt.
a little medal.
Do you get a? I know the ones that I do with Fleet Feet.
Yeah, Fleet
You get a
Feet,
fucking
Yellow Jacket, yeah.
You get a baked potato at the end. They give you a bag of cheese, a bag of bacon,
That's pretty cool.
and fucking some sour cream.
The one I did with Fleet Feet, they give you hot dogs at the end.
Do they?
The first responder one, yeah.
Man,
Well, maybe, yeah.
I don't know. September.
September.
We'll shoot one. We did the. We did the polar plunge.
Yeah.
Golly, was it though? that was
Yeah,
tough,
it
man.
wasn't bad.
No, it was cold. It was pretty bad. That was really cold.
It's over in like 2 minutes.
I know. It's just the anticipation of it.
Yeah, yeah. That
Like
part's the
sitting
worst, but
out
once you get
there.
in, it wasn't that bad. Because you got everyone
Yeah.
around you, so you're like, okay, this isn't bad. I can do it because everyone else is doing it.
I like that you had a group, and I think that made me think like maybe I should do a group at the shop. You know, get people that want to
but
do it.
We can still hang out, though. At it.
Yeah, can I just join your group?
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Yeah. I was
Okay.
hoping you would sign out my group. You didn't.
I didn't.
You signed up for your own.
To be honest, I didn't even know.
All of a sudden, because I was going to tell you, I was going to give you the info. I was saying, hey, Alex, I signed up. I'm like, shit. Okay, cool.
My bad.
No, good.
Well, either I'll see if I can get people on board with the shop.
I doubt it.
If I can remember. There's.
That one guy, probably that vapes while working.
Well, I don't know. He's one that comes to mind.
That's the only one I really know.
I might be able to get
Maybe Axel
some people to do it.
does it naked. What the fuck are you doing?
No, he might. I might be able to push him to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still like that guy.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I make jokes with other people about it. We talk about it at the shop sometimes,
Yeah.
but I still like him. You know.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
Is he another shop now? You don't have to say where because we don't want to blow him
Yeah.
up, but
Yeah. I think he's over by
Good.
where we live.
Good.
He lives. What I am happy for him with, first of all, he's one of the hardest working people I know.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, he was.
He has flaws, right? We all do.
We all do.
But, dude, he used to live in a really bad area. Really bad. I remember going to his house. I had a buddy from Atlanta come up because he was buying some dogs from this guy, some puppies.
Yeah.
And I remember going to his house, and I'm just thinking to myself, dude, why the fuck are you living out here? And
It's probably where he grew up. Probably didn't think anything of it.
no, he grew up in Puerto Rico.
Oh, well.
But he moved out and went to in my neck of the woods over in East
Yeah,
Irondequoit.
it's nice.
Nice place, very peaceful. And I was like, dude, I'm so happy you got out of where you were.
Yeah.
Because, like, the landlord, I mean, when they talk about slumlords, it's a real
yeah,
thing,
I've seen
dude.
it, yeah.
It's gross.
Dirtbags.
Yeah. They just have these properties and they just don't take care of them.
And they do it just enough to. Also, the people that sometimes that rent these places out, they don't take care of it either. So I get from a landlord
Yeah.
perspective, but also from a tenant perspective that sometimes these landlords just do enough to make it livable,
Yeah.
but then they don't give a shit.
Because they're not going to dump a bunch of money in, and they're not going to put, like, new flooring and.
Yeah, 'cause some people might just destroy it. Because I know as a renter, I probably care less about this house. I would have less pride in it. Not saying I wouldn't take care of it and destroy it.
You wouldn't
But I
decorate
might not
it
be as
like you do.
Yeah, maybe I wouldn't be as nice to it. I don't care.
You wouldn't fix that downspout.
Yeah, like oops, I shit on the carpet. You know.
Just rub it in.
Yeah, put my foot on it and
yeah.
or waffle stomp a turd in the shower.
Waffle stomp. I like that.
Yeah.
It's funny. No, you're right. It's what's the there's like a saying or something like that, but like when people see when you're in a
The
place
broken window theory.
Can you explain that?
Yeah, so it's like a public safety or law enforcement thing or concept where if people see one broken window,
Yeah.
it's gonna make
Trigger.
basically it's gonna make people think, oh, no one really cares about that, so someone else is gonna break another window or do a little graffiti or
Yeah.
leave some
I just
trash.
See a little garbage on the ground.
Yeah.
Or a lot of garbage on the ground.
Yeah.
You think this is a place where I would throw a pizza box out the
Yeah,
window.
or I'm gonna put my Zen out on the ground. I don't know, fuck that. No one else does.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the broken window theory. You have one broken window, you're gonna get more once you have that first one.
It spirals.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Yeah, no one cared about the first one.
And likewise, what do they call it on the other spectrum where if everyone's keeping their,
Keeping up with the
like the
Joneses?
the fixed window theory or something like that,
maybe
or
or Big Bang Theory.
the Big Bang theory.
Good show.
But like you go to a place like, I don't know, let's just say like Pittsford or something like that. You go to the town of Pittsford, dude, no trash on the ground.
I know.
Super clean. Everyone's lawn is cut.
Yeah.
You don't want to be the guy that's not cutting your lawn,
Yeah.
you know? So, I don't know. You think about it. I kind of live in, where I live is it's like the middle of the road, you know?
Yeah. I think it's a great neighborhood.
Yeah, it's,
We were there the other day when I was there the other day during the day. I don't think I've ever really been there for extended period of times during the day.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, this is awesome.
No, it's not bad.
Chill and
My mom thinks it's the hood. I'm like, Mom, it ain't the hood.
yeah, go to the avenues.
Yeah, the avenues are.
Or go
something
down
else.
Genesee Street,
Yeah,
or Lyle.
Lisle.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it.
No.
Don't fucking do it. Hudson. I don't know. Hudson's always like rang bad in my ear. Right when I say Hudson, Hudson Ave, I'm like, nah. But Hudson Titus is actually not a bad area.
No. But once you get into, I always say once you get across 104,
Oh yeah,
a little bit past that,
my side of
your
104.
side of 104,
but down there.
but a little further. Other side of what's the intersection? It's what's that main? Is it? It's not. What is it? Culver and what?
what
Where? I want to give your street name up.
St.
When you come
Paul?
out of your house, what do you come up to? The main street there.
Culver.
No,
Culver.
the other one.
Norton.
East to west.
Norton.
Norton. Once you get past that or down a little closer into the city from there.
Goodman, Portland.
Yeah. It's not those streets so much as those side streets. Sometimes you see a lot of the crimes and
Yeah,
unfortunately.
definitely. And it's like a different, like, people just like, they act different,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, just like going to a trailer park.
Yeah. Yeah.
People act different.
Yeah, I like some of these manufactured homes, you know?
Yeah.
I've been seeing them pop up on
Yeah.
Zillow.
Dude, yeah. Good
Out
deal.
in like, there's like Victor. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, how bad could it be? It's Victor.
It's Victor.
Let's get a home. Let's get a nice
Canandaigua.
little,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
Pay it off right now.
yeah, I'd hate to. Yeah, 130. It was like 130 grand, which seems like a bit much for
That does
for
seem
these.
a lot.
But like brand new, manufactured home, 1,300 square feet.
Is it like one of those manufactured homes we were looking at? Like you went to go visit or check out that one time?
They weren't that nice.
Okay. That's why I went, what you checked out, and on like 10 acres.
Yeah, they were nice. Like they were nice, but they weren't. I don't like the ones that just look like a fucking.
Trailer.
Well, yeah, like a straight trailer, like just
Yeah.
flat.
Yeah.
I want it to have some like depth to it.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm pretty. I don't know. Me personally, I think I'm away from that idea of that style. It'd have to be. What's the other style? I always forget it. There's manufactured. There's a prefab.
Yeah.
Like-
That's why we're looking at prefab.
The prefabs, like, they just look like regular houses,
Yeah.
and they're just like sandwiched together
Yeah.
or whatever. But those look nice, you know.
Yeah.
But the trailers, I don't like the. I don't like that strip on the wall. I don't know why
Yeah.
that fucking bugs me.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not your fault.
Oh.
Yeah, who knows, man? Who knows what the next house
Same
will
here.
be?
I don't think it'll be for a while for us.
Yeah, no rush, right?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, by the time like you're starting to get ready, I mean, you might even consider just keeping this house. You think you'd rent it out?
No, we get rid of it. I don't want to deal with it, especially our first home, and see people destroy it.
Yeah,
Not saying they're going to, but typically renters don't care as much as I mentioned.
sure.
You can see the downfall too of some of these neighborhoods with the fall of Kodak, right? Like off of Dewey in the Greece area. Those are at the time when Kodak was booming.
Big houses.
Yeah, some big houses, also some smaller style houses
Small
too.
houses. Cape Cods.
Cape Cods.
Yeah, like my style of
Yeah,
house. that
by
I
like
have.
Dewey and Stone,
Yeah.
that area. Right? That used to be like Kodak Village. Everyone that lived in those houses worked at Kodak.
That's funny, dude. That's why I grew up over there.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes Dewey Stone, like that's
Yeah.
me.
And the problem, what happened was everyone that lived there had good jobs. They owned the homes.
Yeah.
It's good neighborhoods.
Yep.
Then slowly over time, people moved out, went to the suburbs, or moved out of state, kept the homes. They're renting it, or landlords own it. And people care less.
100%.
Kind of like the broken window theory, right?
100%.
People don't take care of the house as much. Crime
Yep.
starts going up because I'm not saying renters don't care. There's some great renters out there. But, traditionally, or, the numbers on it, most of the time where you take a neighborhood that has more renters, there's going to be more crime.
Yeah. Yeah. You could tell.
Yeah.
I could tell just going back to my old neighborhood. It looks different because my perspective has changed too.
That too.
But you're right. I mean, my neighborhood was all families.
Yep.
All families. We were just running around the neighborhood.
Yep.
And then probably slightly after college, so 2010, 2011, probably around 2012, like you said, families started moving out. You got renters in, you got college kids.
Well, not so much college kids in those areas, but yeah.
Yeah. I guess I meant to say like college aged kids.
Yeah, okay.
Who were renting these houses and having parties. I mean, you take a neighborhood like mine that was real quiet,
Yeah.
but like lively with kids, kind of like yours, and then it became like almost like a party neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then you start seeing, you start hearing loud music at night. It changed.
Yeah. Definitely changed. And I talked to this Greece police officer I know, the town of Greece. He used to be a city police officer.
Yeah.
Went to Greece just to, not be in the city and deal with that crap all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He says that area of Dewey and Stone makes him feel like he's working this RPD again with all the calls for service I get. And
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, no one knows the difference. I don't know where the line is anymore.
No, you pull it up on the map, it still says Rochester.
Yeah, it does.
What I don't get is, you see, maybe it's just like they call it like the urban sprawl, but like people started to move out of the city into those areas, like Greece, moving into apartments, houses and stuff to get away from what the city,
Yeah.
the stuff that was in the city, but somehow it brings it there.
Yep.
I guess I understand it, but I also don't understand it. Because
Yeah.
if they're moving out of it to get away from that, who's bringing it?
Good question. I would think that possibly some other people have different ideas and like, I'm just going to move here.
Because it's quieter.
It's a little quieter, a little nicer, but I'm still going to do a little crime.
Like, no one's going to break into my house and, like, steal my drugs that I'm selling or
Yeah.
something.
But they do.
But they do.
You see that in the news. But no, maybe, I don't know, over time it just starts spilling over.
It changes.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
But it'd be great if you come down to the true cause of crime and what is that and how can we make not people be violent and rob, steal, commit crime.
Yeah.
Where does that start? How do we stop it or slow it down?
People do that stuff because of life circumstances.
Yeah.
Certainly there's people that do it for
But
the
how can we create a
the thrill.
society where those circumstances are not the viable option?
Control.
They think?
Yeah.
Because that's not working now.
No.
All these benefits
I mean,
are
like-
out there and
I mean, like
government assistance.
like real
That's
control.
the idea behind it. Oh, okay.
I mean, something that we
Kind of like what Giuliani did with New York City, and freaking stop crime. Well, cut crime down a lot by having a lot more police force and stop and frisk. They called it back in the day.
Yeah, I guess
Just
so.
violating people's rights.
I
Things
mean,
like that.
is that what they did to drastically like revamp Times Square? Because I heard
Yeah.
Times Square was riddled with like
Oh, yeah.
prostitutes and stuff.
Yeah, and and also I think violent crime dropped. I don't know the number, but I know he had a big effect on it and
Yeah.
made it, to a lot better city by his tactics.
Yeah, it's aggressive, but I think you kind of have to.
Let people live because we're gotta be free.
Yeah,
And
but
a little free. You can't be safe. You can't be free. You gotta give up one or the other.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, left to ourselves. I mean, like we've talked about this many times. Humans, we realize like humans we can't control everything as
Yeah.
far as ourselves and decisions we make. Like we have instincts. Some of us have instincts that just drive us to do stupid shit.
Yeah, I do a lot of that.
So yeah, but like nothing that like I don't think anything that you do disrupts like somebody
Oh,
else's
yeah,
living.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, that's
there's
true.
people out there who just live a life where things that they do, like they just step on other people to
Yeah.
to get what they think is ahead, but really they're just staying in the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The sales guy that I got my bike through, he was telling me a story. He owns a bunch of properties in the city, and he was telling me, actually this isn't relevant to him owning properties, but we were talking about selling bikes and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
the experience I had with selling my
Oh,
bike.
that guy. Yeah.
And he said I had a similar thing where I was selling a bike for. He goes, let's just call it like $4,000, and he goes, this guy pulls up who's interested, and fully tatted out, like cut off sleeves, tattoos everywhere. Like this guy looked up to no good. Was kind of like a little sketchy. He said the guy was real like, I really want this bike, and like just wanted it. He didn't even ask any questions, but he did want to take it for a ride. And the guy said, well, I mean, if you really want it, he goes, you got to put the money up. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna have to put the money up if you want to take it for a ride. He goes, because I don't know you and I don't want you to.
Yeah. Drive off.
I don't know, So the guy fucking pulls out a wad. He goes, here's the money, and it was like $4,000
Shit.
right here. Gave him the money. Guy went for a spin, brought it back, and the guy was like, yeah, I definitely want it. And he said the guy was like real polite, like he wasn't driving it recklessly or nothing. And he's like, just got one question. He goes, is there a chance that you can like drop this bike off at my house? And the guy was like, yeah, where do you live? And he was like, Avenue D. And he's like, fuck. So he's kind of confused, This guy lives out in Gates. Like he's like, I keep my house well manicured.
Yeah,
He goes,
yeah.
I'm a typical suburbanite. And he takes the bike over there, and this guy lives on Avenue D. And his house, he goes, the house was really nicely kept. It had a fence
Yeah.
around it.
Can't judge a book by its cover.
Really nicely kept. And the guy, he was like, where do you plan on keeping this bike? He goes, I'm just going to keep it like out front, like on the sidewalk. And the guy's like, this bike's going to get stolen, right? And the guy's like, the fuck it is. Like, it's not going to get stolen. He's like, yeah, why is that? And the guy goes, because I'm the number one fucking drug dealer around here. People know me, and they're not going to fuck with me because they know what's
Yeah.
going to happen. And this guy was just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like this
Wow.
moment of, but the way the guy was keeping his shit, he had 2 big dogs, he had a fence. But I say all that to say, if you're making the kind of money that you're making off of that, why continue to stay in that? Like, why not move out?
I don't know.
–
Maybe he's not making enough to move out, but enough to put down $4,000 on a bike.
Yeah.
It's not really not a lot of money if you're talking about moving out.
Yeah. I mean, it depends if you're the, so-called number one drug dealer, depending on what you're selling.
Well, he could be number one drug dealer, but not very good with his money.
Maybe he's selling ibuprofen
Yeah. Or meth.
or meth.
Yeah, I never seen this before, but you know where Kodak is, right? Kodak and
Yeah.
Lake and 104.
Yeah, where Mark Norman
Yeah,
was.
Mark
when we
Norman
saw him.
fucked us over.
Yeah. Thanks, Mark.
I know.
It's not very comedy of you.
So I see how they do it now, right? How they target these people begging for money.
Yeah.
The drug dealers come to them. I never seen that before. Usually, I thought they get their cash and then they're gonna go
Oh, and they go.
to a street corner and go buy.
They deliver.
Yeah, they were there, and the guy, like these well-dressed, guys, definitely not crackheads, would come over, and you could see the exchange happen, the cash,
Yeah.
and the baggie, and boom. That's smart. Bring it to your door. It's like Uber for drugs.
I know.
For a crackhead that doesn't have a car.
I don't get it because that lifestyle, even if you were just selling marijuana, these guys are like, they're just like at all hours of the day
Yeah.
are driving around
Hustling.
delivering. To me, you're like wasting your time.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. But
Yeah.
I don't know. All I could say is I'm never going to be a drug dealer. Ever.
Ever?
If you're watching.
Yeah. If you're listening to the government.
No, it's just
we're not
that
doing
lifestyle. I mean, like, I'm not trying to fucking grind. You
Yeah.
come to me. You want the drug, you want the haircut, you come to me.
I was going to ask you for a haircut.
You come to me. Unless you're Alex.
Only if you're open on Saturdays. Oh,
Yeah. Nope.
fuck.
Nope. Sorry, bud. But I can for a price. For $200.
You
You can get me off the couch on Saturday.
On Saturday?
Yep.
What if I give you $200, you give me $300 change, and I get the mower?
I feel like it's a good deal.
It's the deal?
Sold.
Sold.
Ink it.
All right. Dude, I was talking about getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
You still have your tattoo stuff?
No, I got rid of
I
it.
want you to tap me up.
Dude, I'm not gonna your first tattoo. You want me to tattoo you?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't believe the balls on you to look at my homemade self-done tattoos.
awesome.
To want a tattoo.
I love your tattoos, all of them.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta recognize it for what it is. These are
Dude.
these are home,
That's what I like about it.
like
Looks
two,
like I was in
two
prison.
glasses of whiskey and tattoos.
Looks like I was in prison.
That's what I don't want.
Oh.
But yeah, someone asked me that. They're like, my arm was hanging out the window at a fucking intersection,
Yeah.
and some guy's like, "How much time did you do?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Which arm? It'd be this arm.
My left arm.
Wait. I was reversed. Okay, so yeah.
He has my left
so yeah,
arm.
it looks like you got prison tats.
I'm like, zero.
Well, look at my microphone one, bud.
Yeah. On stage, I usually do about a 30-minute set.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just like a weird. I don't want that. I don't want that going on with me.
Okay, I'll get one.
No, you should get one. I just don't want to be the one to give it to you.
Who'd I go to?
Well, it depends on the style of tattoo you want, but I could refer you to somebody who would give you a good tattoo.
Like a prison style tattoo.
You-
Shaky.
You want a shaky prison tattoo?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Freaking the Grim Weeper
No.
being hung.
The Grim Weeper.
Grim Weeper.
Give me the Grim Weeper.
Can I have the Grim Weeper being hung, please?
No, that's. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. When you buy a cheap $50 tattoo gun off Amazon, the amount of people that are willing to let you tattoo them.
I would. I
It's-
100% would let you tattoo.
It is sick. I know you would. And I wouldn't want that for you, Al.
I want a mom tattoo.
Care about you.
Yeah.
Oh, the heart with the
Mom.
arrow? Yeah.
That's his mom.
Yeah, that's crazy. I appreciate it. I mean, I really appreciate that
It's on my bucket list.
you trust me or you're just that willing to get a tattoo that you'd let me do it.
I
But
figured if you make it that look that good and you tattooed yourself, imagine how good it could look on me.
I could for sure do a better tattoo on somebody
Somebody
else.
else.
But what stops me is I don't know, like people are like, "Wow, you did a pretty good job," but like I literally just put a stencil on myself and traced it.
I thought it was freehand.
No.
Oh.
I literally I did tracing on my own arm.
okay.
But when it comes to like shading and stuff, I mean, there's a little bit of shading in this
Yeah.
this one, but like there's people that are really good at shading.
The
that-
ones on your
that know
fingers,
what the fuck
what
they're
do
doing.
those mean? Any meaning or just stencils? And
So these are, I would say, are somewhat freehand, but by that it's just like I remember
What's
I
the
remember-
meaning of them?
Nothing.
It's just a design.
Yeah,
Okay.
I gave Val a thin line Sharpie, and I said, draw shit on my fingers. I'm going to tattoo them.
Wow, I want that.
So
Give me
she
that
drew on
tattoo.
me.
Get
Give-
Val,
give
get
me-
Val drunk,
Hey, give me that tattoo.
and have her draw on me, and then you tat it. Whatever she's thinking.
You heard it first, folks.
So if this show can get 2,000 views or 5, I'll get a tattoo by you. I'll go buy the gun.
We do it live.
Yeah. It's just buzzing.
Here's what I would do. I would do like a Gone Fishing podcast tattoo.
Of like one of the fish there.
That would be sick. Yeah, give me a fish. What if we got tattoos? I'll tattoo you, right?
Yeah.
You tattoo me.
Do you want, dude? You ever see my handwriting?
Is that
I'm a
gay?
doctor.
No, we'll just like get it done.
Where are we doing the tats?
That'd be bad.
Depends how gay it is.
So maybe we'll just do GFP,
GFP.
Gone Fishing Pod.
Yeah.
GFP. I feel like we
GFP,
could
or go
figure that.
fucking pudding.
We could figure that out, right?
Yeah, GFP.
Or we'll just get this on us. No
That'd be cool.
fishing.
Yeah.
No fishing tattoo.
I really want to go in Weepa. Should I go to that tattoo place on Widge Road?
Yeah, I think if you went to Widge Road, I think they would give you a pretty.
Should I go in there with like that? Hey, are you the
Pretty good
tattoo
tattoo.
place on Widge Road? I want to go in Weepa.
Is there anybody there that can give me a Grim Reaper?
Yeah, it looks like I was in prison.
Yeah. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I'm pretty hard.
Yeah, I want the prison experience, my ass.
Oh god, I hope we're not offending somebody right now.
Why?
I'm just kidding.
Someone loves tattoos that much in prison that they're pissed.
Yeah, they're like, nobody talks about it.
No one talks about tattoos in prison.
Right?
They haven't been. Who knows? Who says we haven't been?
It's pretty funny though. It's kind of hard to hide tattoos in prison. Like all we know is you came in with no tattoos.
And now you're inked.
Now you are fully inked
Yeah,
up.
now you're a Nazi.
The fuck is going on? Dude, you know who almost got a prison tattoo? And I kind of wish they did.
Trump?
Taylor,
Swift?
what's your favorite Italian dish?
I don't know.
Chicken.
Parmesan. I've never heard of it. I know what you're talking about. Actually, my favorite Italian dish, chicken French. Is it really Italian if they call it chicken French? Or is it French? Why do they call it chicken French when it's Italian?
It's from Utica.
Really?
Yeah, it's not from it. It originated in like Utica.
So why is it Italian? And every Italian place has it. Is Utica that special?
Let's see. Utica's
Utica's a shithole. Sorry, anybody from Utica.
Where was
It's a dump.
chicken French created? Let's see.
Sicily.
No, hold on a second.
What? AI fucking you up.
It's believed to be an adaptation of veal France. I can't pronounce this. A dish popular in New York City after World War II. Rochester, New York is widely known for its chicken French, and some even suggest it should be called Chicken Rochester. No, it shouldn't.
Chicken Rochester. Yeah, I get that chicken
The
Rochester.
Brown Derby. At his restaurant, the Brown Derby, naturally. Despite the name, chicken Francis isn't a traditional French dish. It's an Italian-American creation with French-inspired elements in the sauce.
So why is it all? I've never been to a French restaurant. I don't
Just
think
as
that even exists.
Rochester. No.
So Rochester, chicken French.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is why when you go to Olive Garden, they're like, what do you want?
They don't do chicken French?
No.
Oh.
No, it's only like mom and pop
Yeah.
Italian places.
Yeah, we went to this place called Mama G's off of, it's out in Henrietta.
Okay.
By Beers of the World, where that place is.
Yeah, right in
What
the...
road is that? Looks like Old Friendlies.
is that Jefferson Road? Jefferson Road.
Might be Jefferson. No,
Yeah.
no. Jefferson goes the other way. You cross over Jefferson. to
West
get there.
Henrietta.
Yeah, West Henrietta.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The
Yeah.
chicken French need a little more flavor, but I thought it was good. So I never realized you can't get chicken French anywhere else but Rochester.
Yeah, unless somebody moved from here to Florida and
Started
created
chicken French.
Like I would say, dude, people talk about how you can't get good New York pizza outside of New York. When Val and I lived in South Florida, yeah, Georgia, they still had good pizza,
Yeah.
but dude, Florida, there was a lot of people that moved there from New York because of the weather.
Yeah.
who had I don't
Pizza
remember the
right
name of
there.
the place. There's a pizza place we would go to when we would get pizza, and it was,
Pizza Shack.
dude, it was it was a fucking mom and pop
Pop. Yeah.
pizza place.
Yeah.
All you walk in there, fucking the son who's now running it is there. Mom and dad
Or there.
are just sitting at the table, fucking eating up the salad and stuff like that, and it really just had a good vibe to
Yeah.
it. But yeah, and they had like Italian restaurants.
Yeah.
It
See,
was
where,
just as good.
where I was in Texas, there's one place of good pizza, Italian place.
Yeah.
But where people would go, they would say, "Oh, it's pizza night," because there's no other places. There's only that one place.
Yeah.
Everything else is chain. People go to Pizza Hut, Domino's, Papa John's, Little Caesars. Those are minus this one mom and pop.
Do you think there
Buzz.
just wasn't a market for it?
But people love the pizza. They're like, "Oh, this is the best pizza ever. Like, it's so good." And the Pizza Hut, you know how Pizza Huts around here are kind of gross? I
They're barely open.
wouldn't touch the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how they say no one out pizzas a hut. And I love driving by a closed down Pizza Hut. I want to do a real. Yeah, no one out pizza's a hut. Look at this fucking place.
They've been out pizzaed.
Yeah, been out pizza. Salvatore's.
Right.
Not a sponsor. But yeah, so then New Mexico is the same way. There's only one good place to get pizza where I lived, New Mexico, and that was it. Other than that, you have to go to like Pizza Hut or
One of the
whatever.
other.
But the Pizza Huts down there are beautiful. It's like you're going into
They like had to be.
an Olive Garden, nice. People are dressed nice.
There's
and,
the dome lights over the
Yeah.
tables.
Yeah, and they have a bar. It's
Like
called
a-
like Wing Street Bar.
Yeah.
A bar in there.
Do they have the buffet still?
Yeah. They just brought the buffet back to the Brockport one.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta go out to Brockport.
We should go. Family dinner.
Dude.
Get some stuffed crust.
You ever heard of CC's Pizza?
Yeah, so good.
That's a pizza buffet, right?
Yeah.
They had those when I was in Georgia.
Yeah, that was in Texas. Yeah,
Oh
good.
my, dude, $7.99.
All you can eat.
That's
Back
just
then, yeah. Yeah, Sarah and I used to hit it hard. Now they have a challenge, like a big, large pizza. If you can eat it, you know, free or something. I kind of want to do it. I gotta find a CC's, and I'm just gonna crush their soul.
yeah.
I mean, give me another one, another slice. No,
Put them
a
out
whole
of
another
business.
challenge pizza.
Put them out of business.
Yeah, give me a 3-footer.
Yeah. I feel like I used to be able to really house pizza, but I've dialed it back a little bit. I used to be able to house a medium to large, and I don't think I could nowadays. I used to be able to house 20 chicken wings.
Smoke a little pot, and we could do it.
I don't even, dude, remember the failed Mark Norman night? I got 15 wings. I think I
barely
ate
ate it, yeah.
I ate 5.
Yeah,
And I was like, I'm good.
yeah,
I ate them the next morning.
yeah.
But yeah, I just can't do it like I used to. Maybe I just read. Maybe it's just like I'm no longer going to let myself
Do that.
finish it and feel that uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because being overstuffed is.
My problem is I black out.
Do you really?
Yeah,
When you eat?
yeah. Wow. And when I order, I'm like, why the fuck did I order that much food?
I know.
And then I eat it, and I black out again. Why did I eat that much fucking food? And then I'm shitting my pants. Like a couple hours later, I'm like, why am I doing that? But I feel so good coming out too.
Right?
There's nothing better than a good poop. Where it's
Oh,
hurting, it's
yeah.
coming out, flowing.
Love a good poop.
You know what also I like is like a 2:00 morning diarrhea session. You're kind of sleepy. It's a little cold. It's like a winter night.
So
a little cold.
tired.
Yeah, you're so tired, and you're just
like,
and it's pissing out your ass. For me, it's like euphoria. It's probably like what people feel on DMT.
yeah.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
Look at you.
Look at that.
I think it's good for you. You know?
Yeah.
Like it sucks because you're really shitting like the stomach bug, but
It just feels so good.
there's no better way to get a summer bod than when you get a stomach bug.
And you got a little bit of a fever too, and you're fever dreaming while you're pooping.
You're sweating while you're pooping.
Yeah. Yeah. Then maybe get the shower going, get a little steam going.
Yeah.
So the poop and steam in the air, and
It's stellar, dude.
dude, I'm just thinking about it. I might go find a stomach bug somewhere. Go start looking the floor.
You can probably order one. What do they call it? Norovirus?
Oh, the Wuhan lab probably get it from.
Oh yeah, you can probably order it. I'll get the number 2 norovirus with
On the side of COVID.
with a side of COVID. Yeah. Can I get the coming out of all orifices?
Yeah. And you can also get a little dipping sauce of Ebola.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
from Africa.
I just sometimes like to dip it.
Yeah.
You know, I like to dip the crust.
Yeah. I think I know what my passion is.
What?
Not pooping, but food. We start talking about food, I'm like, I can go for days.
I get
talking
so
about this.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to try this. Well, I have, but I've been to this place in town. It's called Tavern, where the baby shower was. Did you go to baby shower?
The pickle pizza.
Yeah. Dude, they have a 3-pound burger challenge. I want to go there one of these days.
What's the challenge?
Eat a 3-pound burger.
That's it?
Yeah.
No fries,
They
drink.
might have fries with it, but it's all 3 pounds. The fries and the burger are 3 pounds worth of food.
I feel like that's pretty doable.
Yeah. Because when I go to the Mongolian grill places,
Yeah.
and you load up the food and they weigh it, I get 2 pounds of food.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
The one by my house?
Yeah. Their grill's been broken for months. Every time we go, it's like, oh, sorry, grill's broken. Sorry.
Fucking grill's broken.
Yeah.
Those places don't last, dude. They're
I know.
either like fronts for something or
Yeah, it's weird that
They
those
never-
ones, because they have 3 restaurants
yeah.
in one, but it's like separate within the building. It's kind of weird. And the robot will deliver food if you order it. If you're
Yeah.
not doing the grill.
Those places never like really make it.
I don't think that one's going to make it. It's empty a lot. The one in Henrietta does okay.
Yeah.
It's got mochi nut. It's got boba tea. It's got ramen, sorry.
Ramen.
And then it's got the grill.
Ramen noodle.
But yeah, I can pound 2 pounds of noodles, no problem.
Yeah.
So why not 3 pound? Why not an extra pound?
That'd
Sometimes
be
I add like a quart of rice with it.
that'd be really
top of the 2
fun.
pounds.
Yeah, fuck running a 5K. Let's just try to eat these 3 pounds
3
of
pound burger. So while we're trading for the 5K, we'll do a 3-pound burger challenge. They do tape it. Get our sponsor
Yeah.
from Tavern.
Yep.
Not a sponsor currently.
Not currently as
Not currently, but can be.
They will be.
Can
They will be.
for a small fee.
Just wait.
And we just go to town on it and we crush it. I'll go super high.
Yeah.
That might be bad. Maybe not. Maybe I should go a little bit, just enough to get the edge.
Yeah. And you can't go
Get the edge.
you can't go super hungry either. You can't be full. You can't be starving though, because if you're starving, you're gonna tap out.
Yeah.
You got to be like right in the middle.
Yeah, just on the edge.
You got to be on the edge. You got to edge your hunger
Should we edge before we go too?
for sure.
Can I edge while I'm getting a tattoo?
Yeah.
I always wondered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depends who you're talking to, but
Well, that's why I'm gonna get tattooed by you, so I can do stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's
Anything
acceptable.
goes.
Yeah.
anything goes.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the day you call me, Alex. You know what? I'm gonna do the tattoo.
I'm ready. Yeah,
And-
just haven't really had the urge.
Doesn't have anything crazy for a tattoo. Like nothing like huge, like trying to do like, Joe Biden's face on my arm or something, or George Bush.
Yeah.
But just something like, little mom thing.
If you happened, it'd have to be like all line work,
Uh-huh.
and
I want freehand, so it looks better.
it would for sure look freehand. Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I would have to. Yeah, I don't have anything. You'd have to get it,
I know.
which would be a total waste.
I know, for one tat.
Yeah.
But maybe you could start a side hustle up.
I don't want to.
I'll get you clients. I'll go walking down Widge Road.
Widgewood.
I got a tattoo artist here on Monroe and Oxford.
Right. Just what I need, a side hustle.
Within your main hustle.
Honey, I'm leaving the house again. You got to come to the house to get tatted. No,
Well, your baby's there. Just
I'd love to. But I just get you a gift card so you can go get a tattoo.
no.
That'd
Don't buy
Let me give you. I'm either getting you a Kindle or I'm getting you a gift card.
Kindle. But
Okay.
no, you don't have to. 'Cause I
Okay.
never got you a gift.
We'll see.
I'll get you a gift now.
You gave me the gift
life.
of allowing me to come to your house every week and do a podcast.
Yeah, but
It's a gift.
you also got the mics and the camera and the
Yeah, but
equipment.
this would be nothing without a
About
partner.
this.
You know what I
in
mean?
this room.
In this room, you gave me a roof over my head,
Yeah.
which I appreciate.
But
You wanna
wrap it up.
wrap it up?
No, do you? Where are we at?
Yeah, I think we're right at a good time. Yeah, 150.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. All right, see you.
No one's listening. Thank guys.
Dude, we could Irish
Hear the
goodbye this
tattoo thing.
podcast.
What?
We could Irish goodbye this podcast.
Yeah, we can. Right? Nothing wrong with that.
Do you want to?
I don't know. We were kind of losing our steam here. Either you got to
Yeah.
do it or you got to
Tell
pull the
your-
plug.
Dude, fucking tell
So
your
yeah,
mom.
tell your mom
Tell your
goodbye.
mom.
Fuck off.